And welcome to my new video. This is the second part for how to make a dubstep video. The first part actually did pretty well. You got a pretty big amount of views. Yeah, look at this. So now I'm making part 2 because why not? And this part is gonna be a lot better because this dubstep doesn't sound real good. So, and let's listen to this. I made that video a long time ago. Now my skills are a lot better. So actually I'm gonna split this video up into a few smaller videos. In this video we're gonna go over drums, sidechain and hi-hats and how you lay those down. So let's not waste any time and go over to drums. So for my drums I'm using SmiX Death drums, volume 1. They're pretty good. Let's find a good kick. So maybe this one. Yeah, I think this one. Now let's find a snare. Yeah, let's change the kick. So basically what you want to do with your drums, you want to make your listeners go like this. You want to make them just swing their heads around like they're sweeping the floor for you or something. You know, we're gonna create the snare tail, and it's really easy to do. So how to create the snare tail is just gonna be like some white noise. We're gonna go to 3 oscillator, we're gonna turn this down, this one down, we're gonna choose noise over here. So just noise. Let me create a new pattern, and over here I'm gonna work on my noise. Just put a note down for your noise, right? Like this. So let's apply it to channel. Let's put some OTT over it. So noise is pretty good right now. Let's automate the volume. Where's my volume? Oh, this. Automate it like this. Now let's record this noise. We're gonna open up Edison. It's a pretty good program for recording sounds. Let's put recording. Alright, great. So now we're just gonna choose the part we want in the red. We want about this part. The one we recorded. Let's put it down. Let's remove this note that we just created. Remove this one too. Now we have this noise. So let's add it to a channel. What do I do to add it to a channel is I press Ctrl plus L, and it automatically adds it to a empty channel. So you have this noise, right? Let's add some effects on it. So what I'm gonna add is I'm gonna add an EQ, an equalizer, and I'm gonna press this one and remove and choose it to high pass type. Order step 8. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna remove some of the harsh frequencies around 3,400, or some of the higher. Yes, like this. And this is going to be our snare. Does it sound too good right now? Because we need to turn it down. So right now we're going to go into sidechaining. Basically what you do with sidechaining is you automate the volume of any tracks or any sounds you're sidechaining. For sidechaining, I'm gonna use LFO tool by X4 Records.
Available on x4records.com.
This is a pretty good tool for sidechaining, and that's because it's just a really good tool. And right now I'm gonna show you how you can connect your LFO tool to your sidechain signal. So you can basically turn it only. You can turn your sidechaining only when your drum is hitting. We need to create a MIDI output. So here I have MIDI out. So now right now it just works by itself. See, it just goes up and down by itself. If you wanna make it go up and down only when this note is pressed. So let's put 2 notes over here. You press this 2 times, so it's E and V envelope, and then you go to this little thing, press here, and then put input port, I think. Yep, to 0. Now see, it's only activating when your drums are hitting. Yay! So let's actually sidechain the white noise by the drum. So what we want to do is we want to just route it to this track only. Now it's sidechain it. Maybe that's too much sidechaining. Or if you don't want to sidechain it, you can just route it back, and you can just edit this thing a little bit. So we'll go to Edison. How I did it is I clicked like right here, I went edit, and then I just select this first part, and we click this button to smoothen it out. Select everything, put it back. Alright, good. So we have our basic drum loop. Let's put it like this. What now we're gonna do is we're gonna organize it a little bit. So what I like to do is I like to put kick and the snare on two different patterns. So I'm gonna leave my kick over here and rename this kick, and then choose a color you want. The same thing for the snare, and let's rename it to our snare, a nice blue color. You can actually copy the snare over here without like actually dragging it. You can just select it and then select the snare, and then just press Ctrl to B like this. Yay! So now what we're gonna do, we have our kick and the snare. Now let's create some hi-hats. You generally want to choose a few closed hi-hats and a few open hi-hats. Very good. So right now we're gonna create a hi-hat loop. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna look over those sounds and choose the ones I wanna be in the loop. So let's choose, maybe do something like this. So I created a pretty good loop. So now what we can do, we can like pan those hi-hats, and what panning does is it moves sound to left or right in your headphones or your speakers. I'm gonna choose all the hi-hats by pressing Ctrl and selecting all this stuff, and then I'm gonna go to the mixer track. I'm gonna press on any empty track and route channel routing, and then I'm gonna press route selected channels to this track. So all my hi-hats are routed to this track. And why I did this is because just to save time, because if I would choose this one, they all would have tracked to each separate track, and I don't want it. So now I'm also gonna put it on my sidechain group, and now I have some hi-hats. So now we can create some like variation in our hi-hats. Maybe remove an end part over here, remove the beginning part over here. And also we can add a crash, which is really useful too. So remember, with dubstep you want your heads of your people who are listening just sweep the floor with their hair. or like, I don't know, break the universe, space and time laws to just fly away, you know? That's what you want to do with them. Also, what we can do is we can create some swing with our hi-hats. So basically take every second, every hi-hat that is second, and choose 1/3 step, and then move it a little bit over here. Alright, good. So we have our hi-hats, our crash, low variation. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, because it really helps me out. Good wops, guys.